West Show.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Empty Out the Clip podcast, the EOTC. My name is Cams, and I'm here with the heart of West Auckland with the brothers Eddie and Leti. What's up, Uzos?
How are you?
Good man, good man. Yeah, we decided to do a sneaky Saturday pod because our normal Sunday pods I won't be here. I'm off to Sa tomorrow. I'll catch on the early bird flight tomorrow morning, so I decided to sneak in the episode so I can jump on. But it was all good, man. It's all good. It's good to have you guys on a Saturday. Feels like a Sunday, eh? But nah, it's not. You guys got the extra day to relax. Yeah, man, you guys know the drill. Let's do some shout outs. Let's go, Eddie.
Yo, got a few shout outs to my listening boys, Westside Fitness. Special shout out to Louis Tangaroa, man. He's been grinding on music and he's released 2 singles and he's been working hard lately, yeah. So I think he went and performed for the Warriors during Sean Johnson's dinner or whatnot. And just special shout out to my 2 nephews and niece in Scotland. They played in a football tournament. So to Jonas, Abel, and Ariana, keep up the good work, man. Keep pursuing those goals. And yeah, just a shout out to all the listeners, man. Like, man, good seeing some feedback and replies. But yeah, that's my shout outs.
Nice, Zeus. My semi-short list of shout-outs, man. Shout-outs to my work fams out on Westgate. I'm not going to say the name yet, but to the team leadership, Rosie. Keep up the good effort, man, and stay true to your efforts. They never feel like, you can't always have those moments at work, but it's always good to reach out, look through the wall and say, F my life. That's how we roll. Let it bounce off your back like water on a duck, man. Another one's to my boy Nonny. Shout out to that guy. To my bro Baya over in Brizzy. To the boys Mickey and Ghoster. And to my bro Punce, he's on a P&O cruise. So I think P&O is going to stop the boat cruises from Auckland. So he had to fly over to Sydney to catch his P&O. And it's funny, a few people have come in and go, where's that guy? So this guy's Mr. International. Hope that guy's trip's going good. It was the first time he didn't take his kids. Must be 1940, eh? And then my last one's to the bros, Avs and Eric's, man. It's been a minute since I've seen those guys reply on the chat. And yeah, for some reason my algorithm's not showing Avs the stories. I don't know whether he blocked me or put me on mute, but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of his stuff on his Insta. And probably my last one's to my kids. So shout out to them. A week before my birthday, I was trying to prep the deck for some just to be able to use in the rain. And last night I come home and the kids had set up the projector outside on the deck and managed to get some tops. So shout out to the bro Brass for letting us use the walls. Yep, they wrapped up one shout out to.
Sure, also, yeah, let's make a shout out to all the listeners of the WesWes Network and everybody tuning in to our podcast, Empty Out the Clip. Be sure to follow us on our social media page. So we got a Facebook page. It's called the Empty Out the Clip Facebook page. It's a group page. It's private too, so you can jump in, answer the free questions, and we'll let you in. It's your chance to throw up some comments or some articles, and we can talk about it on the podcast. Also, our latest magazine, WesWes Sports Mag, is out now. You can find it online on our website, www.weswesnet.com. And if you live around West Auckland area, you can find a copy at Woolworths, Kelston, Woolworths, Tattoo South, and Pack and Save Henderson. So grab a copy there for free. Please take one. You need one. But there it is. The latest cover to our WesWes Sports Mag, number 9. So get your hands on that. Yeah, man, and don't forget to tune into all our other podcasts. The 135 Footy Show is our NRL podcast with Tana, Simon, and Bob, and the boys that jump on there talk about NRL. Also myself and Eric's podcast, the Channel 135, where we talk about movies and TV shows and pop culture. So go check those out. And don't forget our website, weswesnet.com. You can find our writers doing their thing there. Okay, boys, man. Well, it must be a short week because we were supposed to record on Sunday. But how was it? How was it anyway? How was your week, Andy?
That's been good. Just the usual rehab, back at work. But man, this weather's weird. So like the hours have been warm, and then about 3:30 to 4, it's like cold as.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, just trying to dodge this 4 seasons in one day. But yeah, no, it's just been a quiet week. Yeah.
Well, Sully, you're right about the bipolar weather, man. Because even though the kids set up on the deck, the movie screen and that, bro, I just saw the wind. I could just feel it from both ends, and I was like, "Oh man, you better ring Uncle's good if you can go pick up some sidewalls, man, because that's not feeling good at the moment." Shout out to my sister too, man. She just dropped all this what feels like PVC sheeting when we were doing the roof on the sleep out, and she said, "Oh, just keep it, and just you never know, it might come in handy." So when I got home and I was sitting there, I was like, looking at the screen, it's like it looked nice, but I was like, bro, it's gonna be freezing tonight. And then sure enough, the kids found an extra top, hung it up, and as soon as they put up both ends, pick up the other side walls from the bro's house, fuck, it just made it nice and warm. It was actually quite cozy. But yeah, unfortunately, but it's like I came back inside. It must have been like 1 because we're watching Monsters Inc. And so the freaking not realizing they took all the blankets outside. Okay. Wow, that's really kind of you guys. So I ended up just sleepy, falling asleep. And you know, you gotta sleep with no Mick Yaffle on, mate. You gotta feel like Van Damme when you sleep. And I don't like sleeping with the heat pump on because I didn't want to wake my son up. So I was like, oh no, I'll just sleep on the couch. So like, I woke up at about 3:30, just my lily, and I was like, man, and I didn't go back to sleep, bro. So I stayed awake till about 6 and drifted in and out. Had a power nap today, bro. Best power nap ever. Then I went to Bunnies. I realized I had to go get some paint, man. You know, because like a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for fence paint, man, Bunnies is 15% sale on at the moment. But my week, bro, starting from Sunday, bro, Father's Day, sorry, because I didn't sleep Saturday night. And it made the week feel like that, man. Like, literally go to work all amped up, first 3 hours, smoking break. So like, fuck this, bro. I didn't even want to be here. That was my whole week, man. So I was like knocking off a bit early, like an hour early, an hour and a half early, then an hour, 2 hours. It's like, shit, man, my pay's gonna be short next week, but I needed that. Like, I needed to knock off early, bro. And yeah, so on my drive home, I managed to listen to a new rugby league podcast. I saw a couple of reels of Will Hopewadi's sharing his yarn with was it Adam Woods? Good yarn. But nah, yeah, just I don't miss the traffic drive from Mangere, but just driving from Westgate down is this Dombuck? Yeah, Dombuck and Swanson Road. It gives me time to listen to the little podcast here and there, you know. So it's like good to be on the road listening to like the, you know, short form podcast. But nah, yeah, got some good listens. And nah, yeah, and then after the bro Mickey christened the Barbers last week, had a pretty semi full on day today, and that's probably why I was probably tired, man. Ended up having a power nap. Yeah, which was good. It's good. After you came down, my son, man. So if my son's hair grows back like that Montoya guy who plays for the Warriors, you know, that mullet, like those short sides, and what's going on at the back? Thought the barber didn't cut the back. So like he's got one of those haircuts, man. But it's when it grows back, so it's like you can't tell what kind of haircut he had, man. And it's only like a couple of weeks later, it's like slowly. So nah, it's been my lie because he gets upset when I sort of mock his mullet because it's not spiky or anything. I was like, Tyson Fazell, Sully, Tyson Fazell. He gets mad, he's like, gets all in a mood and stuff. But nah, today's been, yeah, I just got back from Bunnings. But yeah, bro, it was cold at Bunnings today. Might go back tomorrow. I know, we'll see what happens. But you, how's your week been?
Yeah, the good week. It's been busy at work, but since I did all my work last week, it was kind of easy. It was kind of cruisy. So I had not much to do, but I had stuff to do. If you know what I mean. It wasn't in a rush, so I took it easy, and it was worthwhile because of my trip to Samoa tomorrow. So I was just thinking about that all week. But you know how like you want to pack stuff, but you do it last minute. Then you got your family over there that ring and they want stuff too, and also my mom's over there too, so she wants stuff as well. So I have to make sure everything's in the bags in there, and then you can take what you can. But nah, man, just this whole week just relaxing, just preparing for the trip, and that's when I text you guys and said, oh, you know what? Because I thought you guys were gonna take over doing the episode on Sunday, but I thought, nah, this still Saturday. No, I will be here. So it's cool doing that. Even though I said last week that I wasn't gonna be here, But now we'll do it before we go. Then when I return, we'll do it again. Because I come back, I think I land 4 o'clock next Sunday. Back here. And then I'll jump on the MTR Clip again. Talk about my week that was.
Yo.
Probably give you guys a rest on the week that was. Next week. Nah. But yeah, man, yeah, I took a trip to Leti's Barbers this morning. Got my fresh fade ready for tomorrow too. So yeah, that's all good. Can't wait. All right, boys. Huh?
Jealous.
Well, yeah, you're the one that said the weather's been funny here, eh?
Yeah.
It's been rainy, not raining. It's been cold, but the sun's been up at times. But it's been cold still.
Yeah.
It's been freezing, so I'm gonna get a shock when I go over tomorrow, and it'll be like 30 degrees, you know, hot sun. So if I was sick, because remember I was sick last week. If I got any little bit of sickness left, it'll be gone. But when I leave that plane, I'll leave the airport in Samoa, and then it's taking all that hot air and clear out all my sinuses and all that. Amen.
The
No more
doctors
sickness.
say, take 2 Keke boys.
Yeah,
To do a
man.
feed review of a cafe or
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice dining over in Samoa when you get back.
Yeah, do that. You'll fit over, yeah. Nah, that's a good idea. All right, boys. Let's get into our topic. So, man, like I said, man, I've been sick. Last episode, I told you guys I was sick, and then, it took me a week, man, to get the doctor's appointment. Hey, because I rang up on that Monday.
Yeah, Monday
And
on
then
the
they said,
Monday.
your next available is next Monday. And I went, what the? And it's like, but if you feel better before next Monday, can you ring up and cancel your appointment? Oh, what the hell? But yeah, man. But when it was you, Eddie, that posted that story, came in the Herald, I think earlier on this week, Monday.
Yeah. Monday
In
after.
Otara. People were actually standing outside in the cold, queuing, waiting for the doctors to open before 6 a.m., man. Like trying to get first in line. And when I was thinking about, man, if they told me over the phone, wait for a week, there's people out there actually standing outside. So, man, that's sad. What was your first thoughts when you saw that, Eddie?
Oh man, because it came with a video, the article, and I watched the video, and he interviewed a few people waiting in line, and there was this young Samoan girl that was waiting in line, and she's actually waiting on behalf of her parents. She didn't want her parents to wait in line, so I was like, "It's cold, man." She's doing the work for her parents. Another one was a 66-year-old old man who had a stroller, so he had to sit on that. Another one was an old woman, island woman. She's got a sore back, so it's cold. Like, it's gonna affect her back sitting outside in the cold. I've worked inside freezers and refrigeration stores, and if you got anything aching your body, the cold's gonna bring it out. Like, it won't help at all. But man, it's just sad. Like, it's in the heart of South Auckland, it's in Otara. Like, just affected me differently. Seeing like not just Pacific Islanders, but just old people in general just waiting in line, and I don't know if there's like a quick answer to solving the problem. Like, do we have like systems in place to retain our GPs? And I thought, I had a little dab through the internet. Man, the doctors and nurses that work at this particular spot are actually doing overtime. Like, they're working on their days off, doing admin work and stuff just to try and speed the process. So it was heartbreaking to see them out there, but yeah, we definitely got a crisis. We're losing our best and brightest to Australia, and I wonder, by bringing in students who are learning how to be doctors and GPs here, is there a way that we can keep them here to help with the crisis that we have at the moment? So it was a bit rough seeing our people suffer, and gone are the days that we used to just walk in at our own GPs and ring up, and we can get the same day look. It's those days are gone. I mean, like your story of a week is like echoed through all my boys as well who were talking about it. So yeah, no, extremely sad. But I don't know if there's any answers to it. It was just sucks seeing it there. But yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it, man? It's like,
I was thinking like, but these are people waiting to be first when the doors open. Hey,
yeah,
and that's the extra sad thing about it. And you see the long queue. It's like, well, about 8, 9 people in the queue, just waiting to be the first person, the first patient for the day. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's not even people that coming in to book a time and then sit down in the waiting room. These are people that actually come early before the doors even open to try to get the first spot. Fuck.
Yeah, it's quite sad, eh? I think the sad thing about it for me is like knowing how big Otara is, like in comparison to Ranui. At least when Ranui, like back in the day before that, local health became one, is that you had Dr. Smith on one side of the road and he had his practice, and then you had Dr. Lindsay and a couple of other doctors who sort of said the same practice on the other side. So it wasn't like overwhelming, like packed, you know what I mean? You still, and there was no triage system where then you just booked to see the doctor, you saw the doctor. And then since that triage system came about, it just seems like it don't matter what time you get seen or you actually come in now, which is like these people waiting to line up. You get seen on order of how bad you need to see the doctor, you know? I think the scary part from that video that was shared about local health out in Otara was that the wait times, 4 to 6 hours, man. Oh, that's ridiculous, man. If you got there at 12 o'clock, you telling me you haven't been seen till 6, you might as well go to work. Or you might as well go die somewhere. Wait till they actually see that you're not there waiting, you know? You'd expect that from like a A&E, but not from GP. Like that's terrible wait times, eh? And I know like these community people like Lorenzo, they're trying to do their best to try and support what's going on out in South Auckland, but it's still no excuse for why the health system is being funded like that. But if I can share an example, it's like we give, if you come to New Zealand and you're visiting, or you move to New Zealand and you're on a work visa, you're entitled to the healthcare system, right? You don't need to be paying taxes to see a doctor. On top of all those people waiting to see the doctor, you've also got international people here who might be sick lining up as well, you know what I mean? But we don't actually send, like if you got an injury like ACC, we don't actually have like, okay, go and see these people, like go and see a physio or a sports doctor who will look after your injuries. It's not like that anymore. Back in the day, it sort of was. And now this government's gotten rid of like the Māori and Pacific, clinics as well. Like that, they're gonna try and phase that out. And now everyone's gonna go back to this triage system where we just go see one visit one doctor, and see if that doctor's a jack of all trades, because sometimes you can be waiting for 15 minutes just for a doctor to be like, okay, just fill out the ACC form, I'll sign it, and then you're on your way. But if you'd imagine if they just seen you on, like, say you saw your own GP, you're in and out within 15, 20 minutes. Like, the issue is probably not in the waiting or like how the doctors how you're being screened as a patient, but it's like sometimes the receptionists need to like sort of like step up and voice like what's actually happening too, eh? Because you go to Ranui, they got like 3 receptionists. Sometimes you'll see them within the half hour or the hour. But the moment they go past the hour and a half, bro, they've never looked up because they don't want to see all the people waiting. And it's not until everyone starts going up and going, hey, I've been waiting an hour and a half, I've been waiting 2 hours. And it's ridiculous, man. But I think what they also highlight is that's why Pasifika men don't want to go to the freaking doctor, man. They see the line, they see how packed it is, and they just put off and they just leave it. Don't worry, or go down by itself, or it's all good. It's not that sort, It's like, yeah, it's been a problem here forever, bro. And yeah, I don't think there is an answer, like Eddie said, to try and fix it. But yeah, I think people just gotta be mindful, man. Like you don't get younger, you know what I mean? When you start getting old and the niggles in your body start hurting, it's like, man, prevent all of it, Don't wait till you need to get to that point you're on your deathbed almost to try and fix it. Because waiting on those lines, like all those poor people, like that guy said he's repeatedly going there all the time. A solution for him was like, well, is it actually an illness or is it mental? You know what I mean? Like that lady for back. Is that an ACC thing? Like all of that could have been sorted, like even before they needed to wait, man. Like, yeah, I just feel like, yeah, we need to probably get more educated on how we need to go about going to visit the doctors, man. Because that's a walk-in clinic, right? You don't need an appointment, so that's why it's like maybe go enroll somewhere where you can see the GP on an allocated time, so you're not putting your family out by not going to work. Or if you really are sick, man, just go get your medical certificate, go home and rest up. Right? It's a tangible things there, not just one.
I wonder if there's a way to, like, if you're looking for a solution. It's not really a solution, but I was just thinking, what makes these Balinese panic is when it hits their pocket, right? So obviously, if you're working and you're sick, you can't go to work, right? And what if you're sick, you can't go to work, and you're still sick because you can't see the doctor, and your employer knows that. So your employer will be, fuck, man, my workers are sick. They can't get their pills, can't get looked at. They can't come to work. They have to stay home longer now. If that was like a case, I don't know. But I was just thinking about that. But yeah, man, I was just reading to you guys the article, and the Minister of Health, Dr. Shane Reddy, he was just saying he acknowledges the problem, and it's unacceptable. And I was thinking, okay, what's the solution? And then he talks about a new school,
Medical school.
a new medical school.
Yeah.
And 4% pay raise. I don't think that's enough, man. I don't think that's enough. I mean, Australia's just laughing at that. Oh, we'll take your best surgeons, your best GPs, because we'll pay you more over here. So yeah, man, it's that competition too, and I don't know what the answer is, but
Because yeah, it's like both sides too. It's like, imagine you're a GP, you're coming into work, your heart's with the people, and you're seeing multiple patients a day. You're gonna burn out. You go home doing all the extra hours, you look at your paycheck, and it's not matching like your cousins that live in Oz. Man, it's gonna play in your mind. Like, you're there for the people, but at the same time, like, no one's supporting you. If the government hasn't got your back, what's the point?
yeah.
And GPs probably across the country are getting burned out. We barely got enough GPs in the far north.
I think it's not a answer or solution, but it's like, in hindsight, if you're looking at your well-being and your health, bro, it's about preventing, It's all about preventing. Like, when it comes to injuries, it's about warming up and stretching and all that stuff. When it comes to like someone's got the flu in your house, it's about isolating, making sure you're not sharing, all the dishes are clean, wiping down benches. It's like stuff that you can do in your house, man. Like, if you can remember how we were during the lockdown, we're real vigilant about if someone's got a cough or a sneeze, you got to make sure, like, because, bro, like, I'm working and there's some people like coughing like they freaking got the smoker's cough, and they're like, oh, nah, it's just like, it must be strep throat or something. But it's like, but just, just think like, not everyone's immune systems are the same. You know what I mean? Because, like, man, ever since I've had COVID, bro, my wheezing is ridiculous, bro. Like, I've got a wheeze even if I've got a sore throat, and like, it's like breathing out as you can hear yourself wheezing a bit, So now I've got to take an inhaler that's got a bit of a steroid in it just to start the day almost. Otherwise, I'll just be wheezing the whole night. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's like, if we had a crystal ball, mate, you'd be a billionaire if you had the answers to all of this stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of like a wake up call as well for people, if they know that's what's going to happen. These week long waits or queues, then you're gonna try get healthy, like do your part, I guess. Because, man, me, because I'm older now. When I'm sick, I'm not like sick when I was 25 and sick. Those colds are not like the colds of the old days now. These are colds like fucking knock you up cold now.
You literally see the stars, when you're coughing.
Shit.
Hey, that wasn't there before.
Honey lemon doesn't cut it.
Right, it's like honey lemon and a bit of like whiskey to calm it, like,
I
get rid of that itch right in the deep of the, if I eat it, like, it's not doing it, man.
Look at the
Okay,
fireball.
As we boys, moving on. So, man, this other story came on in the paper earlier this week. A couple down in Christchurch, they bought their house 5 months ago. They had some problems with electricity, so they called up an electrician, and he did some work in the ceiling space. And the electrician walked down and found a package with $50 and $20 bills, and it all added up to $230,000, shrink wrapped. And yeah, he found that, gave it to the couple. The couple went to the police, said they found this amount of money, and the police took the money and said, "Oh, yeah, we'll look into it." They found out that one of the previous owners was linked to a gang, so could be the criminal. The police said the money's most probably from crime, and will confiscate it. So they put a restraining order. The police put a restraining order on the money, and the couple, they took them into court because they want the money back. so yeah, it's an odd story, but the one that sort of makes you think, if you were that couple and you found the money, what would you have done? You know what? Yeah, but the thing is, like, they told the police, and it sounds like they told the police if they could keep it, because the police took it off them, put a restraining order on it. Now they're in court waiting for that restraining order to be lifted. So if you don't want the restraining order, then why did you give it to the cops in the first place? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll start with you, Leti.
As soon as it says gang related, it's like sell your house and move somewhere else. Hey, because say for example, the guy who hid that money, and he hid it for an insurance purpose for himself, like to say like you know, for him to go down and he's gone and done time to come out. He goes, bro, I'll tell you where it is, but fuck, in order for him to get through his lag, he needs to make sure that the house is there. So the only thing that couple can do by keeping that house is literally lift the house up, like on their lottery ad, and go put it on the beach somewhere high, and then put it there where no one's gonna trace back where they are, you know. But otherwise, yeah, man, like fuck, just sell the house, man. Sell the house, and or like the only other thing they could do is probably they could have just kept it, sold the house. You know what I mean? Just burnt it down and kept the money and claim insurance as well. Like they should have done that. But yeah, when it comes to the clouds, man, it's like that's the last thing you want, hey, because yeah, but that's pretty stupid of them to go and try and ask for the money back. Like, you know, who knows, bro? Just imagine it was like an Asian cartel and it was their money. But
Isn't there like a rule? I don't know if it's a New Zealand rule or as an international rule, or I don't know. But if you buy a house, don't you own everything after the deal's been done? Everything on their property?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. You pretty much, yeah. Even to the blade of grass that's inside the gate, man. Inside the boundary line. That's literally yours, eh? So, now, yeah, I think that decision might get overturned, but it's the fact that now that, you know, like, if you go to Pack and Save and they're asking you for a receipt and write your details, you know, this money laundering thing that's been happening, like, in the country is probably, like, along the lines of that. That's probably what the court will probably use against their couple.
Got a whole heap of comments on the Facebook page. See Simon said it's a fault of the electrician. He should just not say anything to take the money and run. The electrician who found it.
Totally. I was just thinking that too. So, yeah, I do see the police side. You know, it could be linked to international crime. I mean, there was a story about one of the gangs in New Zealand were linked to the Mexican cartels. So it's big business, big money, but you never know for sure. Like, man,
but that's chump change. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's chump change. You talk about like what street value is like, bro. The 100,000s is like $20 lying around. That's nothing, man. Like we were talking about, like when as soon as you say international, you can tell straight away it's worth mils. Yeah. Like we're not talking 2 or 3, we're talking about the 20s, the 40s, bro. Like for it to happen, it has to be worth a lot, you know. You can't. That's just chump shit, bitch. That's probably like that guy who's inside, hoping that it's still there when he comes back out, man. You know.
Man, that's not enough money to pay off all my favelas. So I pay all my family, all my debts, and then so that I'm still working the same job. Man. They'll come and look at me and be like, "Oh, nah, he doesn't have to coupe."
But I mean, what would you do, if that was you?
Oh,
if
man.
That was you and your wife, and that happened, what would you do?
I wouldn't even tell anyone, to be honest. Like, man, I'll just pay off all my bills and whatnot and just live the same life. No one will know.
Yeah.
You know, they'll check. Oh man, he's still at the same job. You know, like man, you just gotta play it smart.
But what about the guy who knocks on your door and he goes, "Is Milton here?" He looks right up his face. Is Milton here? Look you dead in your face. He's got a camera. He's got a camera on his off when he says, "Is Milton here?" And you go, "No, I don't know who Milton is." And straight away, you go, "Oh, there he is." He's already out the clip. You can change your voice, bro, but you can't change your face, eh? Because it's one of those like where they make movies about it, bro. Like when a guy goes in and gets done, they didn't find the money on him, or he's part of it, and someone's holding the money for him. You go inside, he's obviously told a few guys, and it's gone back to the corrections officer, bro. The corrections officer's gonna give him an easy ride because he reckons he's gonna cut him in on their payday.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you make my time easy, bro. You got 10 G's, man. Fucking just don't give me shit. And when I've done my leg, fucking, I'll pay you. I promise, bro. And he's like, give me something. So he, then he probably took a fiddle of the money. He's probably got someone going out. This is the address. And this is what the house looks like, bro. So he's probably got it all scraped out, man.
Yeah, 200 grand. 200 grand. It's probably, like you said, it's chump change to these drug dealers, eh?
Yeah,
doing these $1 million deals. So 200. If it was 2 million, definitely sell the house and take off, eh? If it was 200 grand, I'll probably still do it. I'll do it. I'll still do it. I'll sell the house and go.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want any smoke when that dude, whoever owns it, comes back, knocking on the door later on in the future, whether he's still alive. He might not be still alive, but who knows?
Especially in Christchurch, bro. It's like, how many Ave Johnsons are there? Like, Ave Johnson. We gave there's only 30 of them. Let's be one of those 30 guys.
Yeah.
But also, old school Europeans would keep cash and hide in the house. Like Scottish and Irish people do it all the time. Cash is king. So they used to put in their walls, put in their ceilings, just for they didn't really trust banks. Most banks were owned by the English, so Irish and Scots would always keep it to themselves. They're good hiding spots and whatnot, and then they're really resourceful people. So how do the police know that it's linked to a gang in the first place?
They said most probably because of the way it was packaged, shrink wrap. Because they said they confiscated heaps of drug dealers, and that's the way they shrink wrap the cash. But you're right, man. After all this, it was just the old lady that
exactly
just hit it.
She got paid cash every week, and it was just 250 weeks worth of what she gets paid $1,000, and she's like escort or something like that. She just takes all these koingas out for lunch.
I reckon the police should hold it for at least a certain time, and then once that certain time has passed and no person has claimed the money at all, it should return to the people that found it.
Yeah, that'd be fair, right?
That's a smart way to do it. Not hold it and then if nothing happens, where does that money go? Does it go into the police system or whatnot?
I was listening to Ones at the Beach during the week, and they were talking about this. And Jack Tame, he was on there, and he was saying his idea was, you know what? I'll keep some of the money and give the other part of the money to the police.
Oh, we found $20.
So then, that way, if anything does happen, if the guy comes back, at least the police will be involved in some way, and they'll be protected, sort of thing.
Yeah. To a certain point, they get paid off.
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, watching too much movies, bro. But 200 grand, But what would you do with that cash? That's straight cash. How would you? You probably have to be tricky. Yeah, you can't buy a big thing with that cash. That's probably a lifetime supply of groceries or something.
Buy some gold, man. I'd probably spend $100K of it on gold, and I'd just hide it around the house, ornaments and stuff. Keep 50 grand of it in cash. Put it in the pusa isa, chest freezer, not the fridge. And yeah, man, probably spend the rest.
No, it's a weird story to actually be out there in the media. These Balangis, they just love to be Karens and oh my gosh, we need to tell the authorities.
But at the
Someone
same
left there.
What does the story tell to people that do find money now? Because they're gonna think twice now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
they'll just see the outcome of this one. Go, if I find a bag of cash, I'm keeping it, mate.
Yeah. Straight away, you already linked the. What about that couple in Christchurch who went to the police? Straight away. Put it back.
I mean, this story is out there in the paper, and we know about it. Like, everyone knows about it. It's been on the news. Whole New Zealand knows about it. This guy will know about it. Hey, the guy that owns it will know about it because of this story. And now this couple should be selling the house anyway.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone's like come up with a story. Straight up this moment, I forgot it there ages.
It's nice to have these not serious stories, but interesting to look at and laugh at the same time. Moving on, boys. So what's next? So I was watching the news during the week, and they were talking about the supermarkets. So the duopoly we've got here in New Zealand with Progressive, Australian company that owns Woolworths, and Foodstuffs, a New Zealand company that owns Pack and Save and New World. Progressive, they own Woolworths and Fresh Choice. Fresh Choice is part of them. And that's Fresh Choice. Yeah, Fresh Choice. Who else?
I got the list here.
Foodstuffs.
So Foodstuff owns Pack and Save, New World, and Foursquare.
Yep.
And then Woolworths owns Countdown, Super Value, and Fresh Choice.
Super Value, yeah. Fresh Choice, yeah. Super Value, yeah.
So
so
companies.
Yeah. So we've been suffering with the prices of food, between these two companies that practically own all grocery shopping in New Zealand. Don't leave room left for competition anymore. And they did a report, and they're always trying to crack down on it. The government, I think Labour did a shitty job, didn't really do much. And then now that National's in, they're trying to do their part to bring down this duopoly. So they've come out with some investigations. They got a new commissioner, so he's part of the Commerce Commission, trying to crack down on Pack and Save and Woolworths. So they brought out a report saying what the duopoly is, and it was quite shocking. One of it was that these two companies own 100 properties in New Zealand with nothing on it still. So that sort of like they're trying to suffocate New Zealand and try to stop competition from coming in, because the commission is always trying to bring competition into New Zealand, and that's why we see Costco here. And now we've got this new Chinese supermarket in Westgate as well. But you're only talking about one area in Auckland, West Auckland, Westgate, with Costco and this new shopping centre. But we're talking about the rest of New Zealand, and this duopoly has a stranglehold on the whole market, sort of thing. So it's not on, because they get to control the prices, they get to control the prices of the suppliers too. So they're a bit like Fletcher's in the building industry. So Fletcher's is like a big bully. So what they do is they control the building industry by controlling the suppliers. So if you're a subcontractor, they'll say, "Oh yeah, we'll choose you if you put down your price." That sort of thing. They got that much control. So it's hearsay, but that's what's happening in the food business. What Foodstuffs and Progressive are doing to the suppliers. Like they're saying we won't buy from you. We won't buy from you if your prices are too high. So there's that, and the fact they own 100 properties that haven't been vacated. So that was a bit shocking. So yeah, man, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Because it seems like the government has done shit, and this new government said they're gonna do some shit.
I think it's about time, man. About time someone's actually tried to get Woolies and Foodstuffs to sit down and show the books, because the increases over the year, like the years, like you mentioned, is like, bro, during COVID, like businesses were closing down and shit because they were, they weren't able to sell offshore and stuff like that. Exporting was tough, but these supermarkets have been still financially gaining every fucking other term, man. So it's about time that a government department is actually gonna come down hard on them, because it's not fair, eh? Like if you look at like gas, like they promised that they were gonna not try and lift gas, this national government. But if they remove like the food tax on fruit and veg, man, that will solidify that this government does care. But until they do that, well then, the next best thing would be to crack down on these two food giants, man. Because it's the what we pay here is ridiculous, man, and the fact that we pay double tax on it is even worse. Like you pay GST on everything else that's probably got a food tax and a travel tax and a gas taxes on it. It's like, fuck. How many times do you need to be taxed? We get taxed from our paychecks, man. You know what I mean? If we weren't being taxed, we could afford to live like with what the supermarkets put out, and these two giants can like just carry on trading. But the fact that they're actually, like, you know, if you, like you said, Eddie, the suppliers, like, shouldn't the supplier be cut into that as well? Like, bro, they've been suffering, and a lot of them have been shutting down, or not even trading for a full 40-hour week because it's that tough. You know what I mean? Nah, it's about time, man. Like, how bad did it need to get? Like, I think a cucumber, $6 for one cucumber. That's ridiculous, man. And that's from Pack and Save. That's from Pack and Save. Like, you know, fruit and veggies, like you can say the seasonal times, like, right? Like watermelons. If you were to buy watermelons at this time, yeah, you'd be paying like $8 to $10 a kilo. But like watermelons weren't even cheap like last summer, like, you know. But when you're buying like stuff that should be cheap, like lettuce and, you know, carrots, potatoes, like when they get to like $8 to $9 a kilo, man, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Because the supermarket should be buying so much of it in bulk, it should be cheap. And like it doesn't help if they're both like setting the prices up real high, you know? If they're hiking the prices, but everyone else will feel it. But even the addition of the warehouse doing like dairy, man, like that was good. That was good because milk hasn't been the cheapest it's been for a long time. This is the first time you look at my fridge, I got 2 bottles of milk, man, and the kids are saying, oh, because it's only like $3.60 dead. So it's like, that's a good thing, man, especially for milk. But it needs to move on everything else that we buy from the supermarket. Like if they come down in the deli sections, like back to how it was back in the day, and you can look through and see like fish and nets for like, what, less than $15 a kilo, bro, that's when you know that the government changes are actually working. But until we see shaved ham and champagne ham for less than 200 grams for only like $2, we just gotta keep moaning, bro. Keep moaning, eh? Because that's tough, man. Honestly, it's real tough, eh?
You bring up a good point. That's about warehouse because they've been trying to get into the supermarket business, the selling the groceries too, and they have had some stands in their stores around. They try to do it at what's Silver? What's the mall in Mount Wellington?
Sylvia Park.
Sylvia Park. In Sylvia Park. They're trying to do it in Sylvia Park. I think it was called Warehouse Extra.
Yeah.
They actually did a supermarket inside. Half was warehouse, half was the supermarket, but that kind of failed because I think everyone was going to Pack and Save anyway at Sylvia Park and Countdown when it was Countdown was there too. So they sort of got out of it, but then they need to be encouraged to get into it again and plus they've got properties too. Like if you think about where the warehouse, there's heaps of warehouses around. So they've already got the properties. They can put groceries inside their stores and
they just need
sell.
Proper management, man. If you got a proper produce manager to go in there and say, like, you know, say you took the best selling things that Countdown and Woolies and Pack and Save sold, and you bought into that market, all of those 20 products would drop, right? Because all of those 3 major giants would be buying that in bulk. But it's all the scarce stuff, right? Like if it's all the stuff that you can hardly get. Like say if it was like mushrooms, yeah, everyone's gonna be putting the hike on it. But if you could go to the market and get them at a certain price, then okay, yeah, the supermarket will make it a bit extra. It's when you go to the supermarket and you see it's like $6 a kilo, then you go to the flea market and it's fucking double the price. That's when something's wrong, bro.
Yeah.
That's when it's a major like, bro, what the fuck's going on, man? Like people don't know where to set their prices, you know? But yeah, the market's always been better, bro. You know, you gotta support the markets, bro, because, man, like sometimes they're getting fresher stuff than what they put on the markets, especially when it comes to the greens and stuff.
I wonder how much influence these supermarkets have, eh? Because I work in a beef industry, and I work part of a chain called the Original Aussie Butcher. And during COVID, we were told by NBI that we could stay open during level 4. And then 6 hours prior to a full lockdown, we told that we couldn't for some reason. And then we're like, okay, so they must be closing all of them down. But then supermarkets were allowed to stay open. Now, how much buy power do they have? Because when we buy stock for our shops, we buy bulk for the chain, for the entire chain. So our buy powers, because we're only a small franchise network, so we buy in based on how much we can spread out to our shops. With Pack and Say or with food stuff and what's the other company? Woolworths, they have a massive buying power. So they can buy whole pallets of beef, lamb, and chicken at certain prices because they have that weight, they have that influence in the industry. And yet, for some, like, there'll be some weeks that, like, the prices at my shop would be better than the supermarkets. That doesn't make sense. They have a massive buy power. That shows me that, like, their profit margins, they're not afraid of putting it up because they know the convenience. Like, we're slaves to convenience. We're slaves to going to a shop and buying everything from that one particular shop instead of going to multiple shops. I mean, back in the day when, in the 90s, when I used to go shopping with my dad on a Saturday, we'll go to the fish shop and then we'll go to the meat shop and then it was all different shops, all small, locally owned shops. Like, you had Mr. Blah blah from this shop. You'll know this guy from this shop. You might get an extra potato or two in the bag. Nowadays, it's all about convenience and going to these massive as suplex shops of the supermarkets. And then how does that leave, our industry? Like, the growers, like, how much do they suffer because of the buying power, the influence? Hey, if I don't dot my T, dot my I's and cross my T's, like, am I gonna lose a job with these supermarkets? And it's like, doesn't make sense if you have $20 that you can feed your family on takeaways, but you can't buy fresh fruit, meat on that $20. It does not make sense at all.
Man.
Yeah.
Scary, Scary to look at it like that as well.
Yeah. Like, gone are the days that you could use $20 to buy avoca and bread for your family on a Sunday breakfast before church. Now it's close to $40. You might as well just go to the takeaway and get like a $13 special with a 1.5 liter Coke. And then because we're eating unhealthy because of the price, we're putting stress on the GPs again. Like, it's a vicious cycle, man. The supermarkets have the power to change. Like, they got the power to change, but they just won't. Profit margins are too juicy for them.
I think what you described earlier about going to these smaller shops, the local store shops, is we used to do that back in the day. It's probably something we need to do again. But you're right, because of the convenience factor. Because no one wants to spend money on the petrol driving around to different shops. You just one-stop shop and go in. And now you got your click and collect. Don't know if you do click and collect, but you can just do that now. Like, it's the convenience, Convenience wins. And then I remember Amazon overseas. Amazon, they've got their own grocery store now. So you can actually go in. They got no one working there. It's just all AI. So you walk in, scan your phone, you walk in, and everything you put in your trolley, it scans to your phone.
What?
And then when you walk out the door, it pays out from your phone. So know how much you got in your cart. You just walk out the door and it scans the cart, and you walk out and it takes that money off your account. Yeah. So don't know if we want that kind of competition to come here, but I think anything to bring the prices down. And I think if you live around West Auckland, especially around the Westgate area, you're kind of spoiled for choice because you got all these competitions out there. And the Pack and Save and Woolworths, they are a bit cheaper now because they have to deal with Costco that's right there, and that new Chinese supermarket that just opened that's right there as well. So yeah, but it needs to be all over New Zealand. But if a big supermarket chain wants to come to New Zealand, they're screwed because there's 100 other properties owned by Woolworths and foodstuffs.
Yeah.
There's no more room for you to build anything.
It's like they've
No
already
city
planned-
wants 3 supermarkets in one spot, Like if you look on Lincoln Road, there's a Pack and Save and Woolworths right across opposite each other.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? I mean, in that car park, how
Yeah.
crazy is that?
But I think it's a good thing was that, like, sadly the makeup of like how it's always been is like the gas stations, right? Remember, like the Rockefellers, bro, they pretty much had that. No one could sell it. But then once the monopoly was broken up and then people were allowed to buy fuel, it's like, fuck. Look at the brilliance in it. Now they're setting petrol stations up across from each other, you know. Because you remember Lincoln Road back in the day, that's how it was. You had the Shell, the Mobil, and the BP was further down. And now they got to go around the corner from the BP. It's like, bro, that sort of trading is good because it's the same as barber shops, man. You know, one's trying to outdo the other one by trying to say, oh, look, you know, they don't do this, or that one's just like in and out straight, you know, no coffee, no chat. It's just, you know. But I think that's a good thing for competition wise, though, because there's some stuff that you won't find at Pack and Save that you will find at Woolies. Like, you know, you go into the Woolworths on Lincoln Road, they got a pharmacy in the middle of the, you know, that's convenient. Like, get a Pack and Save, nah, they got their meat section and their fish section is huge. You know, you won't get that at Woolies. So these different spins on it, eh?
Yeah. But I like your idea, Leti, of the GST free for fruits and veg. Like, if it's GST free, how much more money will go back to the growers? You know, it'll work both ways. We're buying fruits and veg at a good price, and they're getting more of the slice of the pie.
Oh, we just pay too much taxes, bro. And we're not seeing, you know, we're not seeing a lot of it get in the way of us that it's helping us, you know.
Yeah.
That's the thing that annoys me the most.
Two boys. Yeah, man, it's good shit, man. It's good topics. Good topics to talk about. Just on a small note, so we talked about the Kingitanga last episode. Now we've had the funeral. Man, I watched the funeral on TV1. Man, TV1's doing a good job at showing it, eh? Like, hey, they've got the reporters out there.
Yeah.
I think it was half the whole show, eh? And they actually did the live show from the Marae. The live show was there. So the whole of the news.
Yeah, lifting of the coffin up to the Urupa.
Yeah.
It was actually quite touching, eh? Like, man.
Because I don't think, because I can't remember when his mum passed away in 2006, 2006? Back then, 2006? But she's buried up there too, even the first king back in the days, eh? So, and you know that mountain, you always used to drive past when you drive past Huntley on the way to Hamilton, but you don't go that way anymore because of the new motorway down to Hamilton. But no, man, it was good. It was good to see all that. And a new queen. They announced the new queen.
Ngawe Hono Itepo, I think her name is.
So the daughter. So she's only 27.
Shucks.
They said 27 years old. Yeah, but I think she got real good support, and probably good for the young generation, eh? Because she can relate to young ones, and now the young ones are around her age. That generation can grow up with her, eh? So it'd be pretty cool.
And she'll probably have a fresher view on like the topics that are facing us today.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool seeing those Macais come all the way from Savannah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did they come all the way from Savai though, or were they just from Savai, from Otara? But shout out to the Pasifika Leadership Forum for being there and sharing their light on the parade. It was nice, because it also, like, just them sharing the story of like how we believe, you know, like your spirit leaves and your soul returns, you know, back to the afterlife. I thought the funny thing was when he started saying, never did you ever hear Methodist minister? He just, you know, the ministers all on the same bus.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool,
like island funerals. We always say, Manuela Malanga, you know, good luck on your journey. You know, it's not the end. So yeah.
But it's good to see some of the funeral and some of the Polynesian. It's a Polynesian thing to acknowledge when you talk, eh? Like, acknowledge everyone around there, why you yourself and your family, why you're there. You know, it's just the same things that Pacific Islanders do too when it comes to formal occasions like that. Yeah, boys, that's us for the topics. we've got a segment that we're going to bring back. We haven't done in a while. Comments corner. So we're gonna just talk, acknowledge some of the comments that's been coming in our social media, and not just Empty Out the Clip social media, all the other podcasts on the WesWes Network as well. So the comments come through on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, but I got one, and it's to do with one of the snippet posts we put on Instagram and Facebook. It's a post from the 135 Footy Show, and the boys Simon, Otara, and Bowie, they talk about the potential selections for the Tour Samoa team that they'll be touring England for 3 tests starting in October, end of October. And they were just giving their opinion on who they thought would be picked for the team, even though we haven't seen the team yet. We don't even know who's put their hand up to play for Tour Samoa yet. Knowing that some of the boys that did play for Tour Samoa are also eligible to play for the Kiwis and Australia as well. So we still don't know what's going on. So that means the same team that went to the World Cup last time was probably be not the same team. Maybe not. Some of those boys that did go to the World Cup might in fact choose the Kiwis or Australia. We don't know. But so it was just a fun thing to talk about and try to get our opinion, get the boys' opinion, everybody's opinion, because everybody's talking about it on social media. If you look on the Tour Samoa page, any social media pages, there's also comments. There's comments coming out from everywhere for everyone, giving their 5 cents on who's gonna make the team or not. And you can agree or not agree, but I just want to shout out to this dude that commented on the snippet, Hammer87. He said,
"Wait, can you put on his Mamafa voice and the way he and how you heard it, just in case, just for the streaming, like the Spotify listeners." Yeah.
He said, how can you guys talk about a squad lineup and not do your research? Blow has already played for Toa, and Timoko is half Samoan. Firstly, I just want to say, Hammer87, can you leave a comment for the actual news people at TV3 and the actual sports journalists, Herald, that actual do research, and it's their job to write these things and say these things to bring the facts to the people? This is not a podcast that does this thing. We are an opinion podcast. It's just a podcast. These are boys. We're just saying what we think. We don't need to fact check. We're just having fun. We're just saying what we're going to say. It doesn't matter. It's just a podcast. If you're looking for actual facts, there's a New Zealand Herald sports podcast out there. You can listen to, I don't know, any of the NRL podcasts or anything like that. So,
Uncle Google.
yeah, man. Yeah, I think people get it. Yeah, I think sometimes, podcast is a podcast, and when we talk about sports, it's from a Polynesian perspective, it's from a fan's perspective. And a fan's perspective is different from athletes' perspective or journalists' perspective. These trained professionals, we're not trained professionals. We are fans. We love the sport, and we're gonna talk about stuff about the sport and the players we love, players we hate, and the teams we support. And everybody talks about sports. So it's one of those podcasts. So.
To Mr. Hamala Saleh, we've been fucking podcasting too long to give a shit about your response. To be fair, to be honest, but it's like sometimes you did you just watch the snippet and then react? Well, that's a reaction, man. Have your people, shine and grow by supporting, mate. Not coming with your fear. If you want, we actually are looking for other hosts to jump on, mate.
Yeah.
If you think you do all your research, just send the boys at the 135 Footy Show a little email, mate. Man, these people drop me facts. I'd like to see his stats on some of the Pasifika NRL players, if he's got them, me. Not those who do your research, silly at.
Have you guys got anyone you want to shout out on the comments?
I got a few here. Vailima at 49 Aston 99, I think his name is. He sends a shout out from Otara. Kehosi 69 agreed about the comments about Razor. He's not a big fan, and he was glad that someone spoke about it. Westside Okelangi, he spoke about why Tucker's contribution to the Council official team. Shout out to him. Stonesy, he was talking about how liquor stores, like some of them are pretty close or on the path, on way to schools. He was a bit worried about that. And Low Fuel, was talking about the unethical tactics about New Zealand Herald and how they'll blast people's names in articles and word it in such a way that is detrimental to the person that they've mentioned. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Like I enjoy reading through the comments, good or bad. Like I like the one thing about comments is I don't want everyone to agree to what we say. Like I want some people to debate it, think about what we say, and if you don't like it, like put respectfully put a post up. And man, I like reading it because I like to see different perspectives on on the issues that face us. Because democracy is based on a healthy debate, not hate speech. So I enjoy people that generally post up their opinions and are real respectful about it. I really enjoy reading those, and some people do have really good points that we've missed on the podcast, and we'll touch on it later. But yeah, enjoy those shout outs to all those boys, man. Mean comments.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you highlighted that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Like, everyone's entitled to the way they think, right? But there's sometimes from behind the mic, it's always interesting to sort of see where they're coming from with their perspective. Like, that's what makes your perspective grow when you sort of get a feel of how they might be thinking of, like, how, like, this guy Hammer said, like, we didn't do our research and stuff like that, you know? But then again, like, this is obviously just this is where I would select a team sort of thing basis, you know? So, no, it's always interesting. Like, some people, like, Cam's always baits a lot of people. Like, we had Miguel get baited on something small, and the reaction is, oh, he obviously didn't watch the whole snippet, you know? And then he sound like you just read like a 10 paragraph comment on a snippet that was only 20 seconds. But then you go back and watch the whole thing. Goes, oh, okay, so that's how they meant it. And then you're too late. You already posted your comment.
Yeah.
You know? Some people always sort of gun before the race even started. So you know,
Yeah, Ngale.
Now, that's the. But I shout outs to those guys, man, for always supporting and watching us week in, week out on the pod, man. It's yeah, bro, it goes to show like the work that producer Cams is doing doesn't go in vain, you know. So it's great to see people jumping on, and even for the shout outs, man. Even like if you make our shout outs real solid, man, we said that at the start of every episode, man. So shout outs to those guys, man. Always coming through with the comments and supporting.
Yeah.
Mad love.
I think the algorithm helps the comments too, because any comment is good comment, no matter how good or bad it is. And plus, with YouTube, comments are important because the more comments that come on, the more YouTube puts it out there to those people that follow. So if you comment on a video, YouTube will show that video to all the people that you follow.
Wow.
You know, so the more comments you put, the more comments we get, the more chances we get views. So I think that's how the algorithm works. So yeah, man, good comics or bad comics, it's all good. All right, boys. Moving on. I got this new segment. It's called "Who Won the Fight?" Who wins the fight? So what I want to do, I want to play this video. It's a random video. You know how last week we were talking about how those uppercut yourself to those people that saw the car crash and just got out the cars and took video. Well, this is exactly what these videos are. These are people in America that see a fight happening and they just film it. They don't stop it. They just film it. and these videos happen to jump on internet. So I've got this video here, and I want you guys. I'm gonna describe who's gonna fight, and I want you guys to pick the winner. And all you got to go on is what I say, and then I'll play the video. Okay.
Okay.
So here we have two dudes. One is a stocky dude. Another guy is a skinny dude with bright yellow shoes. Right? And they're fighting at night. It's at night time on the street. Okay? So go start with you, Eddie. Who picking? The yellow shoes or the stocky dude?
Man, yellow shoes gives me the vibes of Bruce Lee's yellow jumpsuit.
Oh,
I think this skinny dude might have something up his sleeve. So like, man, he wore those shoes for a reason. He wanted people to look at him. Yeah, this
This guy's got taken vibes about him. He's like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can
The yellow
wear,
shoes?
he can wear like no be careful and a tie, but the yellow shoes is gonna be like, say something with my shoes and see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
someone
go
tap
for
my
the yellow
shoulder,
shoes.
goes, look at that fight. I'll look and I'll have my glasses. Oh, the power level.
The legs going like this, hey. The legs going like that to the guy's face. I feel like boy when he's got the sparkler.
Okay, we
Yeah,
got 2 yellow shoes.
for me, right?
Is it? Is
Lock
it
in the
Yeah,
yellow shoes.
lock in the yellow shoes? Okay,
Sure.
okay. Just lock in the yellow shoes. Okay, here it is. Here it is, boys.
It's Ronald McDonald shoes, is it? The yellow shoes. Just roll the footage.
The yellow shoes. And the stocky dude.
We.
You try to tell me I hope okay, right? Oh no, you fuck now. No, I ain't fuck. Come on. No. I don't want nobody jumping.
Ooh, stocky dude's backing up.
Fight!
Oh yeah, come on.
Stop running.
No, I ain't running, my nigga. Come on.
You keep running, I'm gonna sock you.
Ain't nobody gonna run. Come on.
Yeah, yellow shoes, man.
Come on.
Oh, nah. Put your hands up, yellow shoes.
What? No.
Fight, bro.
You scared?
Ooh.
We.
Oh. Is it? Who's winning? Oh, yellow shoes winning. Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Knock
Oh.
that bitch ass nigga out. Look, Mike Ruger for you. Knock the fuck out.
I love that
yellow
he's
shoes,
hitting him
man.
with an open hand.
No more.
Yeah.
It's like he's not trying to hurt him. He's just trying to teach him a lesson.
He chose
He's gotta
violence
teach
when
me
he wore
lesson.
those shoes.
Yeah. But he had an open handles. An open hand means I care about you enough to not put you to sleep. Yeah, someone to make you feel like ridiculous or make you feel a certain way by not knocking you out properly, but just slap you. Yeah.
At one stage, they were holding hands. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
This is a
To
trick.
be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched enough to describe the 2 guys.
Yeah.
But I thought the stocky dude was gonna win, but no, it was yellow shoes.
Nah,
The stocky dude was backing up.
yeah.
He didn't want that fight. He didn't want to fight.
He's the one to smoke, bro. He's like, no, that's all right. I got to drink tomorrow.
As soon as the man finishes nunchuck practice, he put the yellow shoes on.
Okay, boys, let's get to Fio Poco of the week. What do you got for us, Let?
Oh, man. Shout outs to all those people, even doing voiceover or snippeting like little bits of reels to put up and load on Instagram or YouTube, man. And the first one I got here is Michael Sevo in Beast Mode. So shout out to Jonathan M. Linda. And that's it's a footage of the St. George and Parramatta game. And it's like it's not a Hollywood Husbands voiceover, but it's a Palangi voiceover. I'll never let you play it that way because it's an NRL footage. They might shut us down, or they might shut us down.
Oh yeah.
But what happens is whoever the number 6 is for the St. George Dragons, what's his name? Oh wait. I got audio.
It's the biggest Fijian he's ever seen and shits himself.
Yeah, that was like, you know, like he's already standing over the sideline, and then Seaver does like a late sort of like carry it on and throws him down, and obviously like he put his hand over his shoulder, but it was like his shoulder could have been an uppercut, but then he saw Seaver's bald head. He goes, "Hey man, hey, they okay,
And then-
it's okay."
And then he said, good tackle. That was a good tackle.
And he tried to do kissy him once, so they could kick you off. But it was like, yeah, that was like the biggest handbrake I ever seen. But yeah, I love fight. Handbrake, hey. But this
Shit.
one here, bro, and I'm not trying to shit on any gyms out there, but this one's like one of those gyms that's got like the black background with the big letter B,
Oh, the
And-
BFTs?
and there's a chick.
BFT.
BNT, that's the one. There's a chick sitting on the bench press, man. So she's obviously doing an incline press, and someone's recording it from outside. Now, I didn't find it funny at first because I saw what was happening. Now, there's a trainer in there, right? And he's
needs help.
talking. Yo, she needs help, bro.
And they're just standing there.
So that bald trainer is standing there. See, this is why people get caught doing stupid things in the gym at BNT, I mean. But like, I thought to myself,
Whoever was filming the video is laughing too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're laughing.
Should have
But-
just knocked him an A, you know?
like seriously, like if I was like if I was that chick's brother or her husband, I would go in there and wait for everyone to evacuate the class, and then I'll tell their trainer, come over to the bench and put them under the same pressure, man. Like, cause to me, now all I've seen, right, is they poor Fafinha. Like, if she doesn't have like good morale inside the gym, she probably won't go gym again. But the fear bucket to me goes to the trainer, right? Because he's talking to someone else. Like, instead of going over there and like emergency run, did you see how casually he walked? And the other thing there, I noticed the Palangi girl in the background, she was literally looking at the girl like the bar come down. I was like, what kind of gym is that, man?
So the bold trainer was talking to the island girl. I think he was
talking to the island girl,
man.
Like,
yeah, I used to train with Jason Momoa. You know, I'm the reason why the rock's so big. It's like, wrong time, whoops.
Right. I was like, what the fuck can they not see? But yeah, it was probably her, like her cousin or her mate, the one that was recording laughing.
Yo. Wait, she could have just like knocked
You'd
or
think,
was it off the glass? Sorry.
No, it was the casual stroll over for me. Like the girl who was talking to you rushed over faster. Fucking hell, man. BFT trainer, whoever that trainer is, bro, I hope you get your shit handed to you in the next few weeks, bro. Because fucking that is not on. So shout out to that. Those are danger balls. Fuck, that's ridiculous. And another one is from sidflex.au, and it looks like Carvalho's trying to park and it's probably gone too far forward. But I don't know who's in the wrong here. It's got it looks like a Toyota Hilux on roids, and in the commentary again, it just comes in with the crack up one, eh?
You can't park there. That's all right. I'm allowed to in public.
What?
You can't park
Listen
there.
to her voice.
That's Australian,
That's
eh?
all right. I'm allowed to in public.
But listen to her voice, her annoying voice.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to tell him to turn off his phone. All right, just turn it off. And goes, shut up, lady. You can't park there. He was just saying you can't park there. Now that there's Hollywood Husbands, that's what you call parking stupid, man. That lady in her car was parking stupid right there.
Man, imagine if there was a Samoa dad. Straight to the kids, hey.
Come
I
again.
told you if I was right on the left.
Get break.
Don't worry, mate. You can buff it out, mate.
Shut. And man, I have no idea what's going on, but this is from Fight Bros NZ. Someone must have said something about Izzy's Carvalho. And he probably at first glance looked over because look at that black dude in his car. Not realizing who it was, right? And when he saw it was like the suicide door open up like that, right? And then he saw it was Izzy, he was like, that guy's a skinny can. And probably got crazy and go, oh shit, this guy's massive. But you see the height difference, eh? Here's the thing, guys. This is to anyone who wants to get into a fight. If you ever fighting a guy and the guy's taller than you, do you not stand where he is then a bit higher than you? Because his leg's not even going to travel far to kick you in the head.
He's got the high ground too.
Yeah,
bro. He should have gone and stood on Izzy's other side too. Izzy's leg would have had longer to reach. But yeah, that guy stood in the wrong place. Just kicking distance, one kick. Well, more come on, in front of the car.
So that street's Howell Street and off K Road. There's K Road at the top there. So that street goes down to Eggs.
Okay.
Oh, yo.
But I wonder what he was saying to him, eh? But I swear, I'm sure that guy probably fear Gama Mamafa, and then at the same time was like, oh shit, he's actually quite big in real life. Oh, he's not that big, and then he saw him stand out of the car and he, oh, okay, yeah. Just, maybe not.
The man got getting it gungy when Izzy lost last week. No,
you think that guy, like, imagine if that guy didn't even know it was Izzy, and when Izzy stood there, I was like, oh shit, I better not lose face and continue on.
Oh, bro, he would have to be living under a rock if he didn't know who Izzy was. But and then he's like, he probably just saw the black dude, saw the car, and be like, look at that guy.
Yo. And that's the thing with being a professional fighter, and like everyone wants to take you on.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Everybody's an expert watching it on TV, and then like when you see someone like in person, like they're professional fighters. Like man, you're taking a big risk, eh? But yeah, Izzy with his self-control was Man, if that was me, I would go Ika straight away. Sully, get away from my car. You know? Nah, man, that could have gone bad. That could have been yellow shoes all over
Yeah,
again.
bro, they could have been yellow shoes there.
That gave me yellow shoes vibe, man. Damn.
We got one more, and this is from Hugger, bruh. And I've told this, man, what the hell? You cannot make this shit up anymore. And this dude, he's obviously must be play fighting, and it's probably his son or his grandson, right? He's trying to cook the barbie, and he turns around, and his son obviously, then he's always got gay, and he turns around, and he's trying to suss his grandson or his kid by trying to do like a little foot check. You know, people who know the foot check, you know, they do a little knee to your, or like a little kick to the knee. But then the kid caught the knee, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry, grandpa." And fuck. Instead of having his balance, the grandpa ended up falling back in his bright yellow shirt and fell on the barbecue, and the whole barbecue fell over, man. It's like, lesson number one: don't ever put the barbecue on the grass while you're standing on the concrete. Put it to the concrete. It's one. Stupid, bro. And number two, if you're gonna kick your kids, kick you, knock them out, not chick kick them. Chick kicking is for play fighting, bro. See, this grandpa is his own fault. He tried to chick kick your grandson, bro. He caught the kick, and that's why you unbalanced and knocked the barbecue over. Lucky, bro. If that was full of chicken backs, bro, I would be going to do a super fight Jimmy Snooker off the fence and land on his head. Eh? It's like stupid, Grimps.
That's those Van Damme house kicks,
man. So I'll leave it to you, Zeus. You guys pick who the fear parts of the week. Who deserves it?
I think it's the guy that took on Izzy's. Like, man, let it go. Man's gang probably goes, "Oh, that's Izzy," and probably got offended by it. Relax the sacks.
Well, when I look at it, he didn't look like he was standing like in a fight, like ready to fight. He must have just stood there and was like, "Okay," try to say what's up. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Kems? Who do you pick? Your Mike's Offals?
Oh, your Mike's Offals?
Yeah, mine goes to that trainer that was too busy talking, not looking at this. That people.
I had that gets off. Hey, if that was your sister who got stuck under the bar like that, someone go get a wax strip and wax that guy's freaking back of his arm. Cause that shit wasn't even funny, bro. Like, I feel sorry for her, eh? And the fact that his urgency wasn't like key to go make sure she was alright, you know? And like he didn't even go help her up, bro. You know what I mean? That's why you should never go training for battling, man. Unless it's Alex
peripheral awareness.
Bro. Those two win first equal field buckle of the week, man.
So boys, let's go on food review first.
It's not really a food review. It's just a reiteration of what's going good out west when it comes to the West Side pies, man. And I think it was spoiled for choice, bro. You know, Charity South is spoiled for choice, man. You got the one sip coffee shop on the corner, then across the road, literally only like 20 meters across the road, you got Target Bakehouse. Not even a K, which is like 800 meters down the road, you got the West Side, Bakehouse, and then you got Baker Boys. And all of them, all their pies are superb, bro. But I'm gonna give you my Leti's Barber's tip of the week, and that is for less than $13. So if you go into BP right now and you get a steak and cheese pie, it's gonna cost you $5.30. And their gourmet pies are solid, bro. Like their steak and cheese pies, like when remember when McDonald's tried to bring back the Georgie pie, and they said it's nice and soft, but it was too soft because the structure of the pie didn't hold. Now BP's pies, man, structure wise, solid, you know. Not too crispy, not too rugged, not too like oh god, you gotta drink it down or anything. But the steak and cheese and the combination of all of that is like second to none, bro. Out of 5 right now, I'll give it a 4.5. But I'm talking price wise, like what you can get for $13. You can get that and a chicken cordon bleu. And BP seems to have these perfectly cooked. Like a lot of my family in Oz always say, if you bring stuff over, you bring up the chicken cordon bleu or the lasagna. But if you go to the BP brand, BP always have them well cooked. And their bake time must be every 3 hours. Like, every time I go in there, they are cooked perfection, man. So that will cost you $5. And then in the big fridges up the front, they usually got mother cans, monster cans, any drinks for under $3. So that will cost you like $3, $10, $30. So for anything under $3, any of those drinks up the front of BP, and you in and out, man, in less than 5 minutes, and then you're driving your car valley trying to balance all of that out. But yeah, for right now, because what you paying at the bakeries at the moment, it's like $5.50, man, for a pie. So that $5.50 times 2 doesn't leave you much to get a drink in. How many dairies do you go into right now that's selling cans of fizzies? Like, you know, a lot of them are fizzies, but like for less than $2. It's hard to find right now. So yeah, that's my one little stop tip. If you're looking for something quick and easy and fast, it's gonna hit the spot and keep you full. Hit up your local BP connection, man, because bro, their new layout's pretty cool as well. But yeah, man, had one before I jumped on the pod, bro. Still gold, bro. Still gold. You might want to have a pie before you fly out.
Is golden shekel still $1.50, or they gone up to $2?
$2, bro. $2. But that's it. Takeaways, man. I hardly see them in dairies these days. Yeah, I think Freacore and Cook just seem to be stuck in all the fridges, eh?
Shout. Yeah. I haven't had a BB pie in ages. I have to go back and oh, I used to get the butter chicken pie from there.
Oh, bro, still gold, eh? Still gold, bro. That pie, 11 o'clock at night or 3 in the morning, bro. That pie is like,
I'm after
your saving grace, man. That's your saving grace, like just one of those. Mate, that'll do me, man.
So, boys, we still got a little bit of time. Shall we just do quickly what have you been watching? Start with you, Edie.
Oh man, I've been watching 2 shows. They're basically the same. One's called Worst Ex Ever, and the other one's called Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. So that makes me second guessing going over to the States.
I've seen those. I've seen the cover of them.
Oh,
Are they documentaries?
Yes,
Short docos, eh?
They're animated, so it's got people
yeah.
talking and they animate what happened to them, and like it talks about squatters or like ex-partners that have just flipped the switch and ended up killing or doing something stupid, and like they've got like these like red flags, man. So I've been watching that with one of my boys, Sam, bro. We just like the valleys, man, like bro. Some of the dudes that move in, like this one guy that moved in, he just had cameras everywhere. And he would just be polishing his guns and blah blah, and then cut the story short, he ended up killing 2 of his tenants. And I don't know if you guys remember during COVID, do you remember that TikTok video that went viral of that suitcase that got found at a beach? And with the body parts inside it all wrapped up in plastic bags? It was this valley. So I was like, man. Yeah, if you guys want to freak yourselves out, man, and you finished Unsolved Mysteries, watch this.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, no, that's what I've been watching, man.
Have you? Let's. What have you been seeing?
Nah, I haven't been watching a lot. Just a lot of reels, bro. Bro, this reels, man, just suck me in, man. Every week. Always trying to find out a of the week. But I did come across something real interesting, and that was like it was to be honest, like after Father's Day I get in my feels because I miss my old man. But I go and look up at like stuff that people have posted, and shout outs to Uncle Amohea. He's been posting a lot of stuff like that he's captured on film, and a lot of these are like the Tokelau and like Landrick Week, the dance-offs where they have the different atolls like dancing off against each other, and I guess I just try and play them, not only just to listen to the Tokelau dances, but also try and spot my old man sitting in one of the videos in the background or something.
Wow.
So now I've been doing that a lot this week. Yeah, it just just listening to the old songs that like it's funny because like sometimes the tunes are the same, but then you realize, oh, actually I know this song, so I'm not out of touch with my culture. It's just that I don't show face to many things. But now I've been just catching up, trying to find all Uncle's videos because he's posted like stuff of like in his videos in some of the islands. And like I didn't know that in Hakaho there was like smaller atolls that branched off from the main island. And like his last family trip, he went and he took just a tarp, and he made his own hut. He was like camping on the beach, which was pretty cool. Eh? It's like almost like Celebrity Treasure Island, almost, where they made their shacks and camped overnight, and jump on a little a thingy, and then they go to the other islands to meet up with family and have barbecues and stuff. So that's pretty cool watching his little family videos that he shared. No, yeah, that's all I've been trying to catch up on. I'll try and watch and Yeah, and then just whatever secondary school's rugby's been playing in the background.
Sweet. Yeah, I've been watching. What I watched this week was the Wu-Tang Clan American Saga. It's a series that's on Disney Plus. Season 1 and 2 came on TVNZ Plus a while ago. It might be still on there, but season 3 never showed up on TVNZ Plus.
Oh,
So I watched season 1 and 2. It was ages ago. I think it was beginning of last year. But then season 3 showed up on Disney Plus. So I watched that, and it just continues what's going on. So season 1, because I'm a big hip hop fan. I grew up on these guys in Notorious B.I.G. But yes, I don't know if you guys seen the series, but season 1 is about them before they were famous, and it's just about what the dynamic was. So I think two of them, Ghostface Killer and Raekwon, they were in 2 different gangs in Staten Island, and they were rival gangs. So they were like hating each other. I mean, they were actually in a war with each other. So they were doing drive-by shootings with each other and that. But the thing was that Raekwon loved rap music, and he was a rapper, and Ghostface Killer, he was the same. But they were both friends with RZA. And at that time, when RZA was young, he was like the producer guy. He's like the DJ. You know, he's making beats and all that. He's into music. He's like a music fanatic. So Raekwon will go to his basement and do some songs with him, and then Ghostface Killer will go into his basement and do some songs too, but without knowing that they know it, that
Wow. Yeah.
that they know, you know, that they've got this mutual friend. But they're so season 1's about that, well, where they were all at that time, because they were like just living on the streets. They're poor. They were just young kids, you know, at that time. And then they finally got their record deal at the end. And season 1's all about how did the RZA bring them together. And then part 2 is when they first got their deal to make their first album. And season 2 is all about them starting to, you know, bring out their new album and starting to get signed up in their plan to take over. And then season 3 is all about them. Season 3, it starts from the release of their first album to the end is the release of their second album, and all the business and drama and how they expanded their business, and they got into clothing label. They got into their clothing label, WooWear. Yeah, man, it's pretty interesting. It's interesting to see the business side of all of it, because if you think about it, these are just kids that love hip hop, and they had nothing. You know, that they were poor. They lived in the projects, and they just did what they did just on their own sort of thing. Like if you look at the old first Wu-Tang video clips, yeah, they're all wearing rough clothes. You know, you know that there's no flash or anything. It's like a handheld camera, and they're doing their video clips in that. You know, and it's just amazing how for the love of music you can come together and make this band, because they're basically a band, and they're a superstar band, because they made this deal. They're the first rap group to have I think it was $4 million to make their album, and that was unheard of, especially in hip hop.
Back in the day, it was heaps.
Yeah, back in the day, it was heaps, and it was unheard of for hip hop, because if you're talking about millions of dollars, you're talking about like rock bands, but this is hip hop band. So yeah, man, it's cool to see all that kind of stuff, or the business side of things. It's a cool story too, and it's cool if you're into Wu-Tang Clan. If you know their music, there's a lot of insight on how he makes the music, how they end up coming together to make that song.
The artistry,
yeah, the artistry and all that. Yeah, it's pretty cool way, especially if you love music too, because you'll appreciate how, for the love of music, it can take you places. Like if you have nothing on your mind but music, you know, you'll be that person. And I think that's what describes the RZA anyway. But yeah, man, that's the Wu-Tang season 3 American Saga that's on Disney Plus. Yeah, man. Sweet boys. So we get into some last words. Let's go, Edie.
Last words. Man, I've been talking to like a few of my brothers and whatnot, but I I think the theme for this week for last words is like onwards to better things, eh? Like you know, I got a close brother that went through a job application, just a part-time job, but he didn't make it, and I just messaged her, you know, like hopefully you will lead on to better things. So if you don't get what you want, man, out there, so hopefully you'll onwards to better things, man. Because like can't get stuck in that ruck. Gotta keep going, you know, pick and go. But yeah, those are my last words, man.
If I put my last words, bro, I'm gonna do this draw, and it's to our lucky winner.
Oh, yo.
There's about 8 guys in here, so whoever gets the lucky draws, man. And shout out to the last 3 entrances who got their one. So I'm gonna quickly read it out, draw one out. Ooh, it feels like a thick one, and I'll read out the winner, who's won the Empty Out the Clip merch and some NSL gear. Wow. So the winner of our NSL and Empty Out the Clip merch, proudly sponsored by Hauji Apparel, and that's Phil Your Butty. So Phil will be sending you a message of the solid as freaking probably one of the best spot prizes that we've probably done put together. Congratulations to all those who entered the draw and sent in all those videos and DMs and shared on our page. Yeah, hopefully we can do another draw sometime soon. Looking for a new sponsor to get on board. Yeah, my last words. And this is inspired by one of the boys you posted. Yeah, to the bro Eddie Gioviti. Just wanted to just read it and it reads, sometimes because of their own insecurities, people will doubt your ability. Other times they'll doubt your worthiness to shine because they think success can be achieved without sacrificing hard work. The reality is, in these environments, often you must work twice as hard for half the recognition. Regardless, work hard and stay humble. Continue doing the things you love, the things that fill your cup, things that bring you joy to those around you. At the end of the day, while takers might eat better, the givers sleep better. That resonated with me this week, man, because I think I'm always big on time, man. And like time to me is, bro, it's like, you know, you pick and choose who you want to spend that time with and how you want to spend it. And those who come and like pick the fruit, you know, just when it's ripe or when it suits them. You know what I mean? So yeah, just some deep thought and deep thinking for those people listening in. Yeah, you know what it is. Get late in all of it.
Nice. Thanks, boys, for jumping on, man. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on and do this podcast. Yeah, man, it's good to jump on too and one day earlier to get one in before I leave. But it's gonna be quite cool. Like leaving a nice cold place like New Zealand and end up in the hot sun of Samoa for a week. So looking forward to that. Yeah, thanks again, boys. And yeah, man, it's been good. Especially since the NFL has started. So NFL started yesterday with the Chiefs versus Ravens. It was a tight game. The Eagles won today, I think.
Green Bay, against Green Bay.
They beat Green Bay, yeah. Both close games, eh? So I wonder if that's going to be the norm. Few close games. But man, it's been good. On the All Blacks playing tomorrow morning. All Blacks South Africa. New team came out. Yeah, man, it's good. Sports still going on. But looking forward to that. Okay, boys. Thanks for jumping on. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Games.